What's up, guys? DC here, Ironman Boulder, race director. I am wrapping up our video series with what I think to be the most important video that we have. And this video specifically is for our spectators, or what I like to call our taters. Because y'all are our spectators out there. And this tater video is for you to make sure you got all the information you need to be successful on race day. Enough country. The idea with this video is to really make your day successful as a spectator, apart from what the athlete is accomplishing. And next to our volunteers, I think you guys are the most important aspect of what this journey for your athlete is. They're going to become an Ironman at the end of the day, and that's a really special moment. And for you guys to be this close and this involved with their process, you guys have given up a lot of time with some of these athletes, and you're here to support and cheer them all the way to the quest, or through the quest of 140 miles to become an Ironman. What a special moment. This video is for you. I'm not going to talk to the athletes at all. This is really to help you be in the right places at the right time, and then also to make sure that you don't get into places you're not allowed to be. Try to keep it under 10 minutes, get you guys ready to go. We're about 2 weeks out from the race, which is exciting for the athletes, but hopefully that means you guys all have your travel preparations ready to go and you're on your way. All right, let's talk about things. First and foremost, some of you spectators or people that are tracking athletes are not going to be here. You can't for whatever reason. We would love to have you. Obviously, make it if you can. But let me show you a couple tips and tricks that you guys need to be aware of in order to track your athletes on race day virtually. Okay. On our website, if you ever go to races and results, you can kind of see on Ironman.com, you see races, results, Ironman Life, Ironman U, and partners, etc. If you go to results, you can see that there's a link over here on the right for coverage, past coverage, and when there's an actual race happening, it doesn't do it when it's in the middle of the week like this, when we don't have a race or something like that. It'll actually say live coverage or real events, lifetime events that you can pick. You'll pick on that. You'll click on that event, and when you go to that event, you'll see the other ones, or you'll see all the other live events that are happening. You'll be able to select video, live video that's available to you of the different points on our course, and then you'll also be able to do the athlete tracker. If you've never done our athlete tracker, really simple. It's located here on that same location. You'll click on athlete tracker. You can query or look for your athlete by athlete number, if you know their number, which is the number they wear, so we can identify them, or you can track them by name or age group. Okay, really easy to do. The only time that those information is coming to you via the athlete tracker is when they're crossing a timing mat. So logistically, keep that in mind. You're not going to see real time where they are exactly, but you'll always be able to see when they cross certain time checks that we have along the race. So you'll be able to roughly know how they're doing throughout the day. So Ironman.com, click on live coverage on the website there. You'll be able to select the athlete tracker or watch live video and hopefully be able to see your athlete crossing the finish line. When in doubt, plan early. So if you're going to be trying to catch them on video through the finish line, make sure that you're on earlier than when you think they'll cross the finish line, because you never know in that last little bit. Athletes find that energy to make it to the finish line. Okay, so those are for our at-home taters, those that are still not able to make the trip, but they're still cheering on these athletes and these loved ones. Okay, all right, let's talk to our people that are actually going to be there specifically. Okay, next thing I'm going to show you guys here on our website is our Ironman Boulder Spectator Guide. So if you go to Ironman and then you click on North America and you click on Boulder, View Details, and down here, there's a spectator guide underneath the spectator tab, including opportunities for VIP experiences if you're interested. You can really give the One Piece 2 athletes, if you really want to give a gift to your spectathlete, a VIP experience is an excellent one. Really nice gesture for what they've given up for you. So make sure you take a look at the VIP experiences available for purchase there. Okay, but for our general spectators, click on Spectator Guide. Click on the link for the Spectator Guide, and you'll see all of this information, including specific time frames, schedule, show what's happening on Celebration Day, which is the day after. It'll talk a little bit about parking, shuttles, things like that. Also give you ideas for restaurants, give you opportunities on where to watch each of these places, which I'm going to cover now, and things like that. So click on that Spectator Guide for information. All right, so let's first talk a little bit about parking on race morning. Okay, a lot of people ask me this question: what do I do on race morning? How do I get to the swim start? Where do I park? Okay, what you need to know as a spectator is that you can't drive up to the reservoir. Okay, you cannot drive your personal vehicle, rental vehicle, or the stolen vehicle that you took last night in the parking lot to the Boulder Reservoir. Everyone is required to ride the required and mandatory shuttles with the athletes. Okay, the reason we do this is for a lot of reasons. There's some safety things involved. There's some permitting issues involved as well. But quite frankly, it comes down to capacity. There's not enough space up there at the Boulder Reservoir to park as many people as come to these events. So everyone must ride the shuttles. Those shuttles pick up on 17th Street right in front of the high school. So let's go super small with me and take a look at that as well. As we zoom in, into the Boulder High School, the shuttles that will be picking you up are going to be right. So our Ironman Village all week that you came with your athlete and you spent some time in here, the shuttles are going to pick up right in front of the high school. Okay, so you'll jump on with your athletes. There's not athlete ones or spectator ones. They're all the same. Everyone just gets to travel together. It's really nice and comfortable. We have so many buses available. There's hardly ever a line. If it is, it's just motoring along and everybody's loading up. Anybody that does need special assistance, we do have several ADA buses for anyone that needs a little extra time or assistance to get up to the reservoir, and those will be located over on 17th Street in Arapahoe. So you'll just go right past the regular buses over to 17th Street and pick those buses up there. That includes anybody with a stroller. If you don't want to collapse your stroller and you just want to strap the kiddo in on the bus, feel free, bring them over. Your family can travel together with you on that bus. You don't need to get separated and reconvene. So we've got plenty of those as well. So take your time and enjoy the ride up to the Boulder Reservoir. About 10 to 15 minute ride up there. And honestly, I tell you, do not attempt to park somewhere near the reservoir and walk in. We have law enforcement surrounding the reservoir that will prevent you from doing that, and you'll be gravely disappointed. The shuttles will run from 4 o'clock in the morning till 10 o'clock in the morning as well, continuously back and forth. So they'll drop off and pick up right here. So in terms of parking in the morning, what you'll do is you'll come into the city of Boulder, and at 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock in the morning, the good news is the city of Boulder is pretty empty. All the street parking that's available, all of the parking garages that are city-owned parking garages are free on Sunday, so go ahead and park in those locations. If you do come across a paid parking garage that's open to the public, you can go in there, but just keep in mind there's no special exceptions. You're going to have to pay for parking in those locations. But there are parking garages, including this one right here, which is 2 blocks away from the Boulder High School. Just Google parking and you'll be able to find plenty of places to park your car. Okay. So that's shuttle. So let's talk swim course real quick. I'll talk you through some of the aspects about our swim course that are really unique and places that you can spectate now. All right, as you get out to the Boulder Reservoir, this is how the layout will work, okay? I'm going to make myself small again, move my screen a little bit over this way, and we'll take a look. I'm going to zoom out and we'll get the full picture. As you take a look at this location, for general purposes, the swim starts over here on the right, the swim exits over here on the left. Great place to spectate is right inside here. This is a crosswalk across the athlete traffic. You can get in right up close to the athlete here. You can also come along this way to the swim exit as well. That's a great place to get your shots as the athlete's coming out of the water. Over at the swim start, it's kind of complicated. The reason there's not a lot of great viewing in the swim start specifically is this is all a rock face, and it's really dangerous to be walking on. So we don't let people, especially with families, kind of just crawling along this rock face. It's really dangerous and sketchy, and quite honestly, we really don't want anyone to get hurt. So the athletes will get going on their own. But that's really a tough spot to view. So really, if I was going to suggest for viewing, right along this fence line, you can see all the way down into the swim start. You can see your athlete come up and into the change tent area, which is this location. But they'll follow this red line here, or this red arrow to this red arrow to this red arrow, so on and so forth. If you want to really know how T1 works, take a look at our videos below on this one, and you can see some more information in reference to the athletes, and it'll explain it. But really, this is a great spot to be in terms of spectators for the swim. Okay, the shuttle buses off to the left-hand side will be picking up and dropping off, and they'll be taking you right back to the high school for you to get back there for the rest of your day. Okay, let's talk bike course. Okay, bike course visuals. So like I said, you're required to take the shuttles back from the reservoir because you were required to take them. It's going to take you a bit to get into Boulder and then get back out onto the course. So really, if you don't know the course already, they do this red section once and then they do this blue section twice, okay, in that order. So once on the red, 2 on the blue, and then they're done. So really, nothing on the red is going to be really easy for you to spectate. So don't bother trying to plan on going out there. Where we really would suggest you guys go is up to Hygiene. There's a great little market up there, really bike friendly for all of us that ride and live here all year round, called the Purple Door Market. And it's a super spectator friendly spot, food, restrooms, and things like that available there. So that's a great spot to be, the Purple Door Market. The way you would get there is you'd come up the diagonal highway. Even though the athlete course is there's going to be plenty of vehicle lanes. You'll come up the diagonal highway to Airport Road. You'll turn left on Airport Road, and then you'll turn left as Airport comes to a T intersection onto 17th Street, and you'll park up along 17th, Hygiene Road, essentially, because 17th turns into Hygiene, and you'll park along the road on Hygiene and walk over into the Purple Door Market and the town of Hygiene. Okay, great spot to see your spectators. Here's where you can't be. Okay, you can't be in the Spectator underpass, which is not the Spectator, sorry, the athlete underpass, which is in the first 2 miles of the course. You cannot be there. 100% strictly prohibited. And the other place we're advising you can't be is right here on Nelson, where the athlete comes by in this area. That area was a very congested area last year. We're working on moving our spectators away from this location to keep everybody safe. Okay, so stay away from this area. Even though they're close to each other, law enforcement will be in the area. It's just not safe. So Hygiene's a nice, safe, well-supplied area for you guys to be able to spectate. Okay. Once you've done that, you'll come back into the downtown of Boulder to check out the run course. Let's talk about that now. This is going to be one of the most spectator-friendly courses you'll ever be a part of as a spectator. You're going to see your athletes so many times in this at this race on the run course. It's really, really exciting. The best place, honestly, to see the run course itself is really in the heart of the downtown area. So we're talking 13th Street and Arapahoe. So if you take a look at the course just to get your bearings, what they do is we call it the flux capacitor. If you don't know what that means, it's because you hide under a rock and you've never seen Back to the Future. But the flux capacitor is a three-legged thing that does time travel in the movie Back to the Future with Michael J. Fox. And this is our flux capacitor. So there's 3 out and back legs, okay? They come out east, they go south, go further east, come back, go west, and they're back, and they do that twice, okay? So in this middle section, this box right here, this downtown box, they're going to come through 4 different times, okay? So that's an exciting spot to watch. Really, in this whole area is a great place to be. So let's take specifically a quick look at where that is. All right, so here's T2. So they come off their bike in T2, or transition 2 here in the Boulder High School football field. Once they get going, this Boulder Creek path that's right here underneath this tree line is where the athlete comes. They go east, then they come west, then they go east, and then they come west before they come to the finish line, which is right here on 13th Street. So when you see your athlete come out onto the Boulder Creek path from the high school, this is a great spot to be because you can see them a bunch of times and be really close to our finish line, which is right here next to the tee house. Okay, super close, very, very spectator friendly. And we're excited to have you guys come on out. So come back into town. Your car will be parked this morning. If you haven't done anything and you just grabbed lunch and you didn't go out on the bike course, but if you came back from the bike course, find some city parking up here in the parking garages or on the street and meander your way on down into this area. This library is a great path. The library lawn is a great shaded spot. Anything along the Boulder Creek path is really, really great. The Boulder High School is a great spot to spectate. Okay. The other place, great place to see the run if you want to get a little further out, is in the middle of the flux capacitor. There's an aid station number 2, which is just up Arapahoe. So the high school's on Arapahoe. You'll just go a little bit further east on Arapahoe, park over at Fate Brewery, grab a lunch over at Fate Brewery, and then hang out over here in the flux capacitor, the center of the course, because you'll see your athlete 6 times in that location if you head that way. Okay, and make sure you come in a Marty McFly or Back to the Future themed outfit if you're going to be in that area, because it's a blast. All right. That should pretty much wrap up our spectator stuff. Obviously, join us on Friday night for our welcome ceremony featuring the Samples, which is a great band that's playing here on Friday night at 7 o'clock. Our welcome ceremony is a lot of fun. It's free, open to the public. Everybody should come, including yourself. Great beer garden there as well. We also, on Monday, we have our awards banquet. That's for the athletes as well. Come and cheer them on as they take on, some of them are taking their slots to Kona and things like that. Hope this makes sense. Any questions, post them below. But thank you guys for being spectathletes, or taters, I like to call you. And we love having you guys out, and let me know if there's anything I can do to make your day special. But we'll see you guys on August 7th. Take care.